Ladies and gentlemen, we have been all over OnePlus foldables for a really long time. We've talked about specifications. We have seen renders of what this thing is likely to look like. And today we take another step forward because if this article from smartpre.com is to be believed, we now have a date for the launch of the OnePlus V Fold, which might actually be called the OnePlus Open. Some differing reports. They were going to go with OnePlus Open for now because apparently there are some trademarks most recently that have been filed in that direction. So we're going to call it the OnePlus Open. And yes, this is a render of what this thing is expected to look like. A launch date confirmed, again, by SmartPre and their sources, for August the 29th. That is this year. That would be 2 short months away, guys. That is very, very soon. And shortly after, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 is expected to launch. So very, very soon, August 29th. Not only will we have the Google Pixel Fold on the market, the Galaxy Z Fold 5, but also the OnePlus Open, all there for us to choose between. Now, they do say that their source wasn't able to provide any additional information regarding the source of their claim, where they're getting this information from. So maybe take this with a pinch of salt, but the timing does make sense because OnePlus had this event where a guy stood on the stage and a big banner popped up behind him that said Q3 2023, and there appeared to be a foldable device on the screen behind it. So we do think Q3 is when it's coming. This would line up with that. Now, we've talked about some of these specifications before. They are very, very impressive. 16 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 system on a chip. The camera setup also does look very, very impressive. A couple of 48 megapixel rear cameras, and then a 64 megapixel periscope telephoto zoom lens, a 4800 milliamp hour battery, and up to 67 watt wired charging. Again, like I've said in prior videos, this thing looks absolutely jaw-droppingly impressive. And when you consider the fact that we think that OnePlus may try and undercut their competitors like Samsung, like Google, maybe getting somewhere around $1,400-$1,500, things are going to get very interesting. There's also rumors that the Z Fold 5 may be going up by $100 in price. So the Google Pixel Fold would actually be the middle one as far as the price goes if that were to actually happen, with the OnePlus undercutting everybody else, and I think putting themselves in a really, really nice position. One thing to keep in mind, if you were thinking this was going to look like the Oppo Find N or Find N2, it's not. It's going to be a lot larger. They're kind of ditching that shorter, wider aspect ratio for something more akin to a traditional smartphone that opens up into a very, very large tablet with a 6.3-inch outer screen and a 7.8-inch foldable inner screen. So definitely a different design, a departure from what I think some of us were expecting to see, given that Oppo is sort of a sister company to OnePlus, but something that will be more like the Z Fold without the super skinny cover display. Of course, guys, we won't have to wait too much longer to find out if this stuff is accurate or not. August the 29th appears to potentially be the date. Q3 is what OnePlus said themselves. So let me know what you think about all this in those comments down below. Stay subscribed for more content, more coverage just like this. I will see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.